All right, here we are, the 2023 Chaparral 21SSi outboard powered sport boat for sale. We're here on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. I should go ahead and mention this slip is not transferable. This is just in a temporary slip until it sells, although good news is that there are a lot of available slips for runabouts around Norris Lake. So if you're looking for a place to keep this one, please reach out to us. Let us know where you're hoping to be or where you're wanting to be close to on Norris Lake, and we'll let you know what your options are. So again, it's the 2023 Chaparral 21SSi outboard powered boat for sale. There is going to be transferable warranty available for this one, and we will have those warranty, essentially how much left is on the warranty for both Chaparral and that Yamaha warranty. We'll have all that over the website, which where you can find the full list of information about this one, as well as current asking price, and be able to reach out to us by phone, by text, or by email, and all that other good stuff as well. So down in the video description, there's going to be a direct link to the listing page for this one. If you're watching this video on a device where you can't see that direct link, all you got to remember the website's yournewboat.com. When you make it there, look for that Find Your New Boat button. It's going to show you all of our inventory and order price. And just scroll down until you get to this one. Again, this is the 2023 Chaparral 21 SSi outboard. We've got this 150 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke outboard motor. Only about 20 hours on this one. We got 3-blade stainless steel prop. This one ran out really nice for us. We did a water test on this. This is a very fuel efficient boat. I do have a 3-step swim boarding ladder here. I want to call your attention to that as I do step on board. But top speeds right around 40 miles an hour on this one as it's equipped. And running about 25 miles an hour. We were showing a miles per gallon range between 4 to 5 miles per gallon running at 25 miles an hour. In fact, I think we even got close to 30 miles an hour, and we were hovering around the 4 miles per gallon mark. So again, very efficient boat. This does have a nice V to it where it's going to handle some of that rougher water. This was a very comfortable ride. I was very pleased with how this one felt out in the water. This one is rated for 12. We've got some sea-dek matting back here on the swim platform. And we've got multiple ways to enter the cockpit without having to step on those beautiful seats right there. So we can essentially enter on either side. Both of these are going to be a little flip up walk-through transoms on either that port or starboard side. We can go down either side, and then before I leave the platform here, let's go ahead and point out we do have a remote stereo controller. These seats right here that I'm actually about ready to step over will remove. Stop here, show you above that bimini top right there. So this is going to be a functional wakeboard tower. That's going to be your tow point. If you are pulling any skiers with this tower, this is a folding tower. And now I'm going to just step over that seat. But yes, both of these two seats right here will pull up and remove. And your battery switch is going to be located under this hatch right here. That battery itself is in this hatch right here. Plenty of storage for what's not being taken up for that battery. And then another really neat thing about this seats, or the seat back here on this boat, is we've got some versatile seating options. Let me put our pillar cushions back in place right here. So both of these sides will be able to essentially just fold up to give you a nice little sun lounge. Okay, and when you're done with it, a little lift, that hatch drops. You can lower that whole thing down. And then another neat thing that this does here, if you entered the boat a little bit prematurely, is this seat right here, the center part, is going to lift up. And so this is going to be an adjustable seat back. If you're hanging out at anchor, maybe everybody's in and out of the water, adjustable seat back right here. We can just fold that up till you get it how you want it. Fold the rest of the way, and then it's going to go down. And I'm going to pull this little, keep that up there, pulled up so that's easy to pull that back up. This seat's going to do the exact same thing as the other side. Again, let me step back on over. So again, you're just simply raising that up. And that's going to catch that little groove right there. And there's that little, again, that adjustable lounge for you right there. All right. Another neat thing about this is because we are outboard powered, there was actually a ton of storage space in here. Raise this up. So this is generally where that inboard engine would be. This is all storage right now. So we got an extra anchor, some rope, some fenders down there. Our bimini boot is down there as well. Got 4 life jackets stored down in here. This entire compartment is just storage down here. Go ahead and drop that down. And I'll give this a little pull, and that's going to close right back how it was. These over there's our fuel, our fuel fill right there. And again, you saw me kind of pull both of these up, or maybe I didn't pull this one up. It pulls up just the same. And then you've got some additional storage space down there as well. Pop this back in place. And the center seat is going to be a large self-draining ice chest or cooler. And pop that back in place. Now, our cockpit flooring here on the interior is all snap-in sea-dek carpeting or sea-dek flooring. We've got the dual bolster, passenger, and driver seats right here. Oh, there we are. Little hinge down there. You pull that. That's going to allow that seat to swivel. It's going to have a stop point at every quarter turn. It's going to have a stop point where it's going to go back. And then, of course, you can lower that bolster down. We got a tilt steering wheel. We got C-Star hydraulic steering. And we've got a simrad GPS Chartplotter with a depth and fish finder. Now we're raised up out of the water on this lift right here. Otherwise, we'd see a reading right there. That worked fine on our water test. It's also trying to show you your water temp, but again, we're not in the water. So that if we were in the water, you're going to see your water temp right there. It's going to be a GPS speedometer right here. And you're going to be able to customize this. You can do a complete sonar display. You can do the complete GPS map display. We've got our Yamaha gauges integrated in. These do have our fuel economy. So you can do this fuel economy in 2 different manners. So right now, that MPG is going to be your miles per gallon. That's going to be your live fuel economy while you're running. Digital fuel bar right here for your fuel gauge. Our speed is going to be just above where you're seeing that 0 right now for the miles per gallon. And you hit this again, it's going to be your total fuel used, how many gallons. And this is going to be a trip, well, essentially, I guess a trip odometer. You can reset that. That's just then continue to run here. And then this is going to be your fuel flow. So your fuel flow is going to tell you how many gallons per hour you're using. Your fuel economy is going to tell you how many miles per gallon you're getting to a gallon of gas. So over here in the other display, you've got more of your engine instrumentation kind of integrated into this digital tachometer here. This is going to be your trim right here. Digital trim is going to be this bar over here on the right side of this one. Trying to move this around so you can see it. Okay, this is our current engine hours, 20.4 engine hours. And that's your digital RPM right there. And you're going to be able to toggle this through your different engine settings. That's going to be, looks like oil pressure, temperature, battery volts, and your engine hours. So that's what's available over here on this side. So you got your hour display, digital tachometer right there, digital speedometer with your fuel economy or your fuel flow over there on that side, along with that fuel gauge. And again, that simrad color touchscreen display right there. Tilt steering wheel. I do have our cockpit lights turned on right now. We've got a 12-volt power outlet right here. Now you'll see a switch right here for the electric arch. This is not an electric arch, but it is a folding wakeboard tower. We do have docking lights. And like I said, I do have the courtesy lights on right now. We've got a functional bilge. Navigation lights all pass function testing. And we've got a functional horn as well. So nice large in-floor storage locker. Need to turn these seats just a little bit in order for you to raise this hatch. Let me find where that little lever is. It's easier to find actually when you're actually sitting in the seat. Okay. Is that enough? This guy's over here is in the way slightly. There we are. Here's that in-floor storage locker. A couple fenders down there. There's actually a storage bag for this sea-dek flooring. If you ever want to pull it up and not use it, we got a grab bar down there and one of your poles for your mooring covers down there as well. So again, same flip-up bolster over here in your passenger seat. And we got a small little dry box right over here. And that's lockable. I believe we've got 7 stainless steel cup holders throughout. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and then 2 in the bow. That's going to make 7. We've got a integrated wind block right there for that walk-through bow area. We've got integrated storage below our driver's helm. We've got your throwable seat cushion, your fire extinguisher, and a distress flag, some of that required equipment. Over here on this side, we've got your mooring cover stowed away. There's also an engine cover in there. And then just above that, we've got this Clarion. This is going to be a CMR30 Clarion. This is an AM, FM, USB, auxiliary input, Bluetooth, satellite-ready stereo. Also has the NOAA Weatherband. And we've got 4 cockpit speakers throughout. And here is one of those 4 cockpit speakers right here. Here's the other one. There's 2 more stainless cup holders up here in our bow area. Anchor storage locker just forward. And we've got some pull-up cleats. We've got 6 of those pull-up mooring cleats throughout. This cushion can go in either one of these 2 places right here. So that's your traditional bow seat right there. You can also put this in this spot right here as a filler. And this leads me to tell you that right there, if you are wanting a boat where you can fish or ski out of, this is going to be a great option for you right here, because you can mount efficiency right here. You can even do a trolling motor up here off the bow if that was something that was important to you. Not every runabout are you going to be able to make a fishing model out of it. But this with this 21SSi, you will have that abilities or capability. All right, so I got you a good look at that tower. Again, that does fold. It's simply just turning your latches over here to kind of unlock it, and then this whole tower is going to go forward, and you can simply raise it back up and turn those same dials there to kind of lock that in place. So after we do our walkthrough, as you know, if you've watched any of our videos before, after that, we start showing you all the wear and tear. There is very little wear and tear on this one to show you. It still looks like a brand new boat with 20 hours on it, to tell you the truth. And of course, that's exactly what we have. So right here, before we exit off the back of the boat, there's a little bit of a scuff right here in this upholstery. I want to point that out to you. That is almost all the wear and tear that we have up here. We got one more spot, a little chip in the gel coat right over here, right by this cleat. Got that right there. Like I said, that upholstery is all in great shape. Again, there will be some transferable warranty with this one. We'll have those warranty, what warranty is remaining. We'll have that listed over the website. So, all right, and we showed you our 150 Yamaha 4-stroke outboard motor. Now there was a few little scuffs on the exterior. Let me find those here to point them out to you. That Chaparral name is looking good. We had a little bit of what appears to be like a fender transfer. It's kind of going right in here. Now, fender transfer basically just means some material from a fender, like a rubber or vinyl fender, basically just kind of transferred some of that rubber vinyl over to the boat. This is going to come off. So we got a small little, like a black line right in there. If you really kind of get in there and scratch at it, it's going to disappear. And there's a little bit more of a faint line of probably like a white that's going above it. And that's going to be the same thing. some scrubbing in there. Good detailer is going to be able to take that off where you're not going to see any of that at all. And then there was one other area, and the light's got to hit it just right. And this also, I think, is a fender transfer. So if this light hits this just right, there's a little bit of a line starting about right here. And there's a glimpse of it right there. It's kind of running down to about right there. That's going to be the end of it right there. So yeah, if I move this camera around, you can kind of see that. This also appears to just be a fender transfer. If you really kind of get it in here, actually with even my fingernail, there's no edge that I'm catching right here. So that's just like a fender transfer, and it just needs kind of rubbed. A good detail will take that out. A little bit of buffing on there, or even just some wiping with the right product is going to take that off of there. So nothing to get too excited about there. Now, as we move on up towards the bow, we got another little fender transfer up here just above the rub rail. Again, there's no edge right in here. Fingernail's not catching any edge. That's just, like I said, probably another fender. It's just kind of rubbed against there just enough to kind of put some of that vinyl over onto the boat. If you are keeping this boat in Tennessee, you've got some beautiful TN numbers on here that are kind of that bubble lettering that looks really sharp on this boat. And right up here near the bow was about the only other area. Here's our docking lights right here. And you got a small little chip in that gel coat right there. There's your size comparison right there. And then just above our bow eye, we've got a few more of those just kind of coming down this little bow line right here. This darker one's probably a fender transfer. But now these other little spots just up above it, those are just going to barely catch an edge with the fingernail in that. So that is kind of into that gel coat just ever so slightly. This right here actually looks like maybe some wax that just didn't get rubbed off of there. Let's see if that's going to scrape off. Let a little towel go. Not catching an edge right there. That also feels like maybe a fender transfer. Not quite sure what caused that one, but we got a little bit of there. Thought that maybe that was just some wax residue, but it does feel a little bit more like a fender transfer, just going from right there to there. Rest of that water line looks really good, or that whole line looks really good going down here. Put the camera down a little bit farther for you. And coming around to this side, pretty much more of the same, really nice, clean lines on this one. You can kind of get up close here. We'll go down this side for you. Again, here's one of those pop-out cleats. Chaparral logo is looking good down here on the side of the boat. There are integrated threads into the side of this tower for board racks, or that will bolt right on. And that's going to start to wrap things up for this one. So again, this is the 2023 Chaparral 21SSi outboard powered with that 150 horsepower 4-stroke Yamaha outboard motor. Very clean one-owner boat. Like I said, trailer is not included. If you are in need of a trailer, reach out to us. We've got options. Now, if you're just trying to get this to wherever you boat, whether it's somewhere else here on Norris Lake, somewhere else in Tennessee, or a nearby state, reach out to us. If you do not plan on trailing, if you're just trying to get this from point A to point B, we've got several options where we can have this hauled for you, have it delivered to your slip. And if you are wanting a trailer boat and you need a trailer, like I said, feel free to reach out to us. We'll get you a quote on a new trailer. And yeah, that's going to do it. So again, this is the 2023 Chaparral 21SSi outboard powered for sale here again on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. I thank you again for joining us. A few things will be coming up over top of your screen as we do sign off here. One will be a shortcut to join our or to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you get notified anytime we take on a new listing. The other will take you to our current listings playlist there at YouTube. So if you're wanting to see what else we have for sale, that current listing playlist will be for you. Thank you again.